Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will introduce FortiManager JSON API. Previously, we have introduced the FortiGate REST API, and FortiManager is more complex. He not use the REST API, but he used the JSON API. Here is our FortiManager, so we can log into it. We have several items, and in this item, I have a test FortiGate that is called FortiGate local, and we should be in the FortiGate local. Okay, we have one cluster, and we have 4 VDOM in here. Let me go to the FNDN. In here, we can use the FNDN tools, and in here, FTNT Lab Python module. Download the latest one. That one is version 18. I have downloaded to my laptop. In here, after tar unzip, so we can see this is the module. In here, we can see README. It will ask told you how to install this module. You can see this one is tar, and we need to install some tools, and then after that we will use Python setup to install. Yeah, before we install, we need need a request, and these two modules be installed. After that, we can install ours one. Let me log into one of them. In this JSON API, we can see this is a class called FortiManager JSON, and from here, this is the initial one itself. So there's a defined several function. We will use the debug. We will debug the output, and also we have verbs, and we also have some. I will use this one, login. How to log in, and he will give you the response. And this one is log out, and also the function called get, add, update kind of things, delete. So these are all the function at here. Let me have a look. When installation is done, that one is working in the command line, but command line is very hard to use. So mostly I use the Pycharm IDE. Yeah, Pycharm IDE. We could not like the normal installation third party, because this one not like here the package, because that one is already in the is opened. So for our FNDN, we need to add here, put the installation module at this one, and this one add to the interpreter path, make it working. Okay, so this is the simple one. From here, we can see we import a FortiManager JSON and put an IP address, username, password, and then use the function login. After login, we enable the verbals and enable debug, and then we use a link to get FortiManager one. We can see we have a device URL, and then put dvmdb device, and then just run apt-get. So what means the dvmdb device? Because we have several database. One is the device level, one is the ADOM level. For device related information, we can see dvmdb. We have a device. This is where we use the function. Remember, we use the JSON API. All the operation is post. Even the request is get, but this one is used to post a method. From here, we can see this is the body. We can see the field, filter, load sub, a lot of information at here. Okay, let's be back to the script that we write. See what will be happen. Let's write. Okay, done. So let's have a look. In here, this is a request. So request, where method is get. So this is in the here we use the API get. So this is the method, and then the URL, the parameter is URL dvm device is at here. This is dvm device, and the session, because this one uses the JSON API, is after login we have the session is already in the request, so we do not need like FortiGate REST API to maintain the session. Every time we use the API, it will be contain these sessions. This is the request. So what we got the result? Result is like here. Data from here. This data is a list, so contains several results. So we just copy one of them. So we have a look. What is inside of this one? This is pretty much all the information for FortiGate. So this is one of them. As we copy, paste at here, and then we check another device. This is one device, another device. So this one is not for the analysis. It's not this one. Okay, this one is we needed. Okay, this is a second firewall, so we can see this the device information. Okay. Okay, so let me see the last part. After this list is completed, and this will get status. Status code is 0, message is okay. So it means get this information is successful. There's no fault. Okay, so from here we can see this is pretty much the old FortiGate device is in the FortiManager, how it's stored and what field is it contained in the FortiManager. Admin password, that's fine. Admin user is admin, that's fine. The configuration status is in sync, or connection status is up, and we can see the device status is auto update. So in here we have HA group name, lab FGT. This one is HA mode is the active passive, and then we have a HA slave, and HA slave we contain two of them. One is a lab FGT master, one is lab FGT slave. So that one is let me go to the GUI to check. Yeah, this is here. We have this device, and from here we can see this is a lab FGT, and then currently is the host is master, active passive, and we have a lab FGT master and lab FGT slave has primary and slave unit. So this is pretty much this device always show it here, and then we use the Python script, we got this information. So this is a very useful one. And if you imagine you have several FortiGate and you wanted to know all the interface, which one is open HTTPS service. So how to do it? So it's very hard to get it. You need to visit each of them. So let me think some, because this is controlled by FortiManager, so we have some method to do it, quick and easy. And here, previous we have a lot of information for the FortiGate. So you can see 60, or okay, it's more than 60. It's too much. And what I interesting in here is IP address, interface, and open service. So in here, we can use the fields to limit them. So we need a HA mode, HA group name, and the name from here. After this is we just add a data at here. So that means in the data, we will only care about these three things. Okay, let me write. Okay, this is the result. So it's the same, the request, but in here we can see we have a parameters, and we have include more information in the fields, three of them, and load sub 0, and then this is the original dvmdb device. So what we got response, we can see this one is HA group is empty, and this is because this is standalone one. We have FGT1, and then we have OID. I will explain what is the OID. And the other, we have another device at here. And this one is our HA group name. That one is lab FGT. We just show it here. Let me go to the command line. In here, we can print device object. We have see like a previous we used is FGT local. And then we have 237. That is the device OID 237. So this is a match to there. Yeah. Okay, so we got this information. So next, if we want to get every interface, so how we got that link? Let me run this one. So in here we can see DAG debug service. We have a CDB, CMDB. dvmcmd, dvmdb. So we just enable this debug. So like FortiGate DAG debug HTTPSD. So we won't, if we wanted to know some links, so we can use this debug to show the really one. So let me go to the network interface. It will get all this information. Here we can see the output. in here we can see this is the URL pm config device lab FGT global system interface, and then got all the information for the IP address. Let's use the script to write. Previous part we got all the this part is the same. We got the device, how many devices in this FortiManager, and then we have a check one by one, and we use the length to check how many devices in the FortiManager, and then we use while loop to get them one by one. And we already got the link for the interface, so we just check a device each of them. And in here I select the HA device group name, and here is the URL pm config device device name global system interface. And like previous, we use the field we care about is the name, IP address, and allow access. And the filter mean allow access not equal 0. So if this one not open PNSSH or kind of access, we do not get it. After that, we get this link, and then we will print the device name and interface, and then we will check which one is the open HTTPS. Why I use the two of them? Because if there's only one result, it will be a string. And if this one is more than one, like HTTPS and PIN all is opened, so it give it a list. So this is why I need to check. If a string, we must have equal HTTPS. If not, we will be if list, we need HTTPS inside of them. So let me run check the result. Okay, so after that we can see here. This one is empty, and then we have lab FortiGate. We have this is the whole things, but this one is very hard to read, so we just loop and then print one by one. So we can see in lab FGT we have so many interface open the HTTPS service. Let me check one of them. Like port 1, we have HTTPS, SSHS, and this one. So we can see port 1. You can see HTTPS is already used. So this is shown here, but there's something not completely correct, because this one only show the lab FGT. We have more devices than this one. What's causing the problem? Because in here we only select the name is a HA group name. Let me do more test in here. We have this one is not include the HA cluster, also include the standalone. We just add if to test. This part is same, and in here we just define the access type, what we need to focus. This device is a device, and then here we have defined if the device name is the HA group is empty, so we will use the name instead of the HA group name, and then do the same thing. Let me see whether we got more result here. Okay, you can see we have more devices grabbed. FGT1, FGT2, FGT test. That one is get it. Previous, because we use the HA, is not show them. And in here, we can show it. So let me check the previous. In here, this one is standalone. They do not have a name. The HA group name is empty, and HA mode is standalone. And it compare with the cluster one. Cluster one, we have information. We use the HA group ID, HA group name, and HA mode AP. So this is different. So we need to, in the program, we need to verify this one. This one I use the HA group name empty. Maybe it's not good because we can use like another one is HA mode. If standalone, we use the device name. If this one is not standalone, is AP or AA, that's fine. We just still use the HA group name. So let me write again. Mostly the same. Okay, so with this script, it will be very quick to check which interface is open the HTTPS service. So imagine you have a 100 of device, and some of is standalone, some is cluster. So use this script, it will be quick and easy to do it. And this one is HTTPS. And if we think which one is open telnet, telnet is not secure, so we need to, but someone maybe accidentally enabled, so we need to, we just change it here. Okay, that's right. So we can see, okay, in this interface, we have enabled the telnet service. We need to remove it. Okay, we will also can check which FGFM service is opened. Yeah, that will be quick and easy. Okay, that is all for today. Hope you like the FortiManager JSON API. It will be help you do a lot of things. It's powerful. Thanks for watching. See you next time.